here as a mother, I'm here as a parent, trying to just look through and analyze through these cases I'm hearing on the news about mysterious things happening to children in school. I'm a parent, I have a child in school. She's not in boarding, but it's affecting me. Like I'm trying to be empathetic. I'm putting myself in those parents' shoes and something isn't adding up. Yeah. So for example, this case of Endarasa, Hillside School Academy, Endarasa in Nyeri. I mean, whatever we are getting on the news, the stories that are coming up, nothing is adding up totally. Okay, fine. I am not a forensic person. I'm not an investigative person. I am just a lay person trying to look into this matter. Fine. I did my most basic research on fires and the burning of a human body, and this is what I gathered. Now, for a house, nyumba, to burn down to ashes totally, you need about this number of degrees. These are the average temperatures needed for a house to burn down to ashes. 500 degrees Celsius to 650 degrees Celsius. Yeah, fine. I am equating this dormitory to a house. So it needed about those number of degrees to burn it down to ashes. Meaning, rather, this dormitory, from what we can see on the news, is that a section of it burned down and not all of it. So I am like, okay, fine, next. So I'm like, fine, maybe because of the proximity of the beds to each other, because of the beds being made out of wood, because of, I don't know, an electrical fault that nobody is coming out clearly to explain, fine. Maybe the temperatures were higher than that, and these kids actually burnt down to ashes. I want to relate this case to the cremation process, the process that we use to burn down bodies as a form of disposal. Fine. I did some digging across the web and came up with some information. Now, the process of cremating a human being would tentatively take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to burn down the body into ashes under temperatures of 1400 degrees Celsius to 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's basically 760 degrees Celsius to 980 degrees Celsius. Under these temperatures, and remember, a crematorium is enclosed. A crematorium is set under these very high temperatures to be able to burn down a human being into ashes. Fine. I'm just trying to imagine as the most lay person, like, fine, easy temperatures zilifika huko and these children actually burnt. There's something that is usually the last one to burn on a human body. I mean, why am I saying all these things? Like, you cannot tell us that you don't know where the 70 kids are. We need an answer. You cannot tell us that you don't know where the 70 kids are. If those doors were locked, the fire burnt and didn't burn the whole section of the building, as just a small section of it. According to the story of the narrator, the child who was there where the fire started, I don't know, they're giving a story of a bulb exploded and the sparks, I don't know, fell on the bed and they caused a fire. And they're also explaining that the child who was on that particular bed survived. Something is just not adding up. Fine. Let me keep digging further. The forensic people need to at least have started seeing some remains, and those remains will be this. No matter how much a fire is, na moto ya nyumba, moto ya dormitory, iwezi choma meno ya binadamu. The human teeth will remain. They do not burn entirely. So those forensic people who are there, the DCI, the whoever's who are there, they should have started finding things like those, like bones, because bones are usually the last to burn. The bones, the teeth. I mean, something to tell people that DNA processes will take place to try and account for the 70 missing kids. But telling us that kids, 70 kids are just missing, and parents should just wait for what? People need answers. People need closure. People need to mourn. People need to cry. I mean, it's a horrific thing. You sent your child to school to go and learn. They're bringing you back a body. For those who got bodies, and they're bringing you back a story, because like they're telling you your son sleeps in this dorm. There's been a fire. These ones have been saved. These ones are dead. We don't know where your son is. I mean, what kind of bullshit is that? Somebody needs to explain something somewhere. And also, this is my unpopular opinion, still goes down to teachers. I mean, teachers, fine, you guys are good and you're teaching us. I don't know, you are with our children throughout the most basic stages of their developmental processes. You're trying to instill discipline in them. You're not doing it the right way. I am not criticizing your curriculum. I'm not criticizing anything, but for the case of that other child, like that small boy, I don't know where she was forced, it's a boy, he was forced to run. He was forced to participate in a cross country. Clearly, visibly looking at this child, you would see that this kid had extra pounds. There's no way a body that has remained, a body that is like that can be forced into a vigorous exercise kama hiyo. You have to start slowly. Even when you go to these weight loss coaches, they start slow. These dieting people, they start slow. You can't just put that body under pressure until you want to prove a point. There's no point you're proving. You're killing that person. That body is not used to that much of an activity. Start small. Then keep upgrading. Hii ujinga mnafanya eti ni kama you're punishing people's children. I mean, some people are genetically big. There are people who are close to me, people close to my life that I know are genetically big, and there's nothing you can do about it. They've tried all manner of things to lose weight. They are not. I mean, whatever is happening in schools, there's just something. I don't know if it can be attributed to somebody sacrificing innocent souls ama nini. Hapana, kuna ushetani inaendelea. Something needs to be done. I mean, I don't know. Also, I'm just trying to, I don't know, my mind is just randomly thinking about this whole scenario. Yeah, okay, fine. Kuna hawa watu wana approvingi institutions, rather, I don't know which body is that, but they approve institutions. Like they say this institution is fit to be a boarding school. They came. I'm sure this school has signed documents, rather agreements, allowing them to have a dormitory inside them. Who approved that school to have wooden beds in such a small space? Who approved that number of children to sleep in such a small space? Where is this matron who sleeps with these children? I mean, can you tell these parents something? Can you explain something to these parents? People are mourning. People need closure.